Councilmember Condor.
Thank you, Mayor. It's been a great discussion. I appreciate why they came down here. There's been a lot of facts distorted and some misrepresentation and some fear-mongering going on, and I'm going to try to correct some of that. A little over a year ago, we had a consultant come in here who was a very well-respected financial person and talk about the city's solvency. And one of the very first things he said is we need to, and he almost stomped his foot, he said it twice, you need to consider low-hanging fruit in outsourcing, and you need to start with your street sweeping and what remains of your internal trash collection. He gave very good reasons as to why. There's been some talk that there were certain fundings that would have to remain behind. Well, that's not correct. The $14.1 million or so that is in the pension liability, that could go away. That could be part of what a contractor would take on. You give a contractor a long enough contract, he can space that out through those years to take over that liability. We have money in the budget for trucks. We wouldn't have to spend that money. It could go to other critical things that we need. This is about our city's solvency, ladies and gentlemen. We are damn close to being insolvent. We have to save money where we can. Without an RFP that tell us whether it makes sense or not, we don't know. Now, a couple of details. It was former chair of the Finance Committee and former Councilmember Steve Adams, with the support of myself as vice chair and the former member and Councilmember Mike Subaru, directed this be looked at. And when we had that here, and I'll ask the same question because Mr. Bertrand and Alex and Mr. Nino are still in the room. The question I asked that day in the Finance Committee was, in the cities you have taken over, have you offered a job to every one of those that wanted one? And the answer was yes. Still yes, still yes, still yes. Anybody who wants a job is going to have a job. You might be in a city blue hat on Friday on Route 12, and on Monday you might be in a green hat on Route 12. Nothing is going to change. As a matter of fact, in the studies I've looked at, you're going to make more because they can do it a lot more efficiently than we can as a city. Everybody we have talked to, you can laugh all you want, young lady, go talk to the city that have been taken over. They had people that were fearful. They were going to lose their jobs. My kid can't go to college. I'll lose my house. And every damn one of them we talked to said, wow, were we wrong? We are better off now in the private industry. Things happen faster and better for us. You know, this could be a win-win scenario for Riverside because a contractor would be paying a franchise fee. So we're not spending money on new trucks. We're not spending money on maintenance. We're not spending money on pensions. And we're getting a franchise fee. It can be a win-win. You know, this is not about the great job that our guys do. I've had the same city people for 30 years that I've been here. I love them. I wave at them. I've watched them do great things. They do a great job. They're not going to lose their jobs. They're going to have them. It'll just be with a private contractor, potentially, other than the city. You know, we got to look at our fiduciary responsibilities. If we don't know what the costs are without going out for an RFP and comparing apples to apples, then we're not being what we're supposed to be to the owners of the government. You people, you out there in TV land, you own this government. And it's our job to do the best we can for you with that money. And we have problems with money right now, ladies and gentlemen. We need to look at saving every money we can. We can't bring this in-house. We don't have $8 million to buy 20 trucks. We don't have money to pay for new pensions for these people. We don't have that money. We're broke. We have problems. And we've got to look every way we can to look at saving money. So why don't we go out and do an RFP? Direct the staff to go out and do an apples for apples. Let's look at this. Let's look at what the numbers are. If it doesn't make sense, we stay. If it makes sense and we can save some money, then that's what we do to the people, the taxpayers that own this government. So I'm going to make a third motion. We need to do an RFP. We don't have the numbers. We're asking to make financial decisions here without the numbers we have. We need to do an RFP, connect apples to apples, look at the numbers. We owe it to our citizens. We owe it to the taxpayers. And I think we need to go out for an RFP to look at these numbers.
Clarification.